episode, I believe, 43 or season 6, episode 5. I'm not sure which one I'm going to use for the title. I'm actually thinking of switching over from season 6, episode 5 from episode 43. Actually, it seems better that way, but they are doing seasons, so I'm not sure yet. Here is NWA Powerrr. I wish to apologize. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry that this didn't get put up on Wednesday. Like I said, I had a lot of stress, which upset my stomach, which made it hard to do anything. And also there's a fly buzzing in my apartment, literally was circling me like it was saying, "Hi, how are you? I like you." I got rid of the fly. That fly finally decided, okay, I'm tired. And I said, "Oh, I see you." And I hate killing. By my beliefs, that's family. But in this situation, I had to get rid of it. Anyway, what did we get for this? We got It's Finished. Now, I'll explain that after I go through the show. And I'm going to make this very short. As short as I normally do. Because I never make my videos short. I'm going to try this time. Okay. We got a triple threat. But nothing about the titles for the tag team. We got the Ill-Begotten. We got Marsha Rocket and Slice Boogie, which I still don't get. Why is Slice Boogie working with Marsha Rocket instead of Slice Boogie working with JTG? You got a Bronx boy, and I believe that is Slice Boogie, with a Brooklyn boy and a JTG. You got two New Yorkers working on the damn roster and two freaking different teams. Why are they not? Why are they not working together? Or better yet, why are they not feuding against one another? Why couldn't you have Brooklyn Pride versus Bronx Pride? You think that doesn't exist in New York City, guys? It happens. It's not like it's always done, but people from Brooklyn are very proud just of people in the Bronx, and they can get a little bit of a rivalry. Ergo, what's going on with the Yankees and, I don't even need to say anything about the Mets because simply put, the Mets get their ass whooped every year. They have one shot and they lost it in 2000. It was Yankees versus the Mets and they folded. And I used to be a Mets fan. I still am too. I still love the Mets colors. But I don't watch the team anymore because the Mets have not won a game since I was 15 years freaking old. And they have one shot against their competitors in this city. One shot. And they blew it. 20 years ago. No, 2003. It isn't there yet. We got 2 more years. It's 18 years before they had that shot in 2003, I believe. Calm down. I was angry when they lost, guys. Literally, I love the Yankees when it came to when I was really young. But then I realized Reggie's not there anymore. Reggie Jackson. So I started caring about the Mets. And I found I loved the Mets. But by 2003, and I used to keep up with them, not really great, but they literally folded in 2003. The Subway Series, they folded. They were here. People thought, are they really going to win? Are they going to really win? Nope. And I'm going like, fuck you. I'm done. Still love the colors of the Mets because I still got my hat. I'm still a Mets fan because of the colors. But as a Mets fan for the team, I don't give a fuck. Someone have to tell me that the Mets are going to win ahead of time. It's the only way I'm going to care. Anyway, we got this triple threat where the Rebellion asked for it. They wanted Lucha Libre style type of match. They wanted a triple threat where it was there were 3 teams in the ring doing a triple threat, but it wasn't for the titles. And it wasn't a chance for the titles. It was just a match. I wasn't surprised that El Rebellion was going to win because why would they give an opportunity like WWE does? I don't want to see that. So I'm glad Billy didn't go down that route. I'm just saying. Let's move on. We had Joe Diaz versus James Storm. Guys, I got to say this again. the Brother Storm need to be something. If anyone from the NWA hears this, one, I love your product. I'm a fan. I'm one of the few fans. I mean, there's still fans who still do power reviews. I'm one of them. I'm a humble fan. And I got to tell you, I love your product, even though it had some flaws in it. But you've been working on them. I respect you, but this made no damn sense. Why is Tim Storm and James Storm not a thing? Here's the second one. This match. Why? Is Judas not part of the roster? If he's not, I understand. If James Storm's part of the roster, it makes sense for him to win. If Judas is not. But Judas, as far as I know, is part of the roster with the sinister father of James Mitchell. Why did he lose? Why? Why? I don't understand. You're trying to build up Judas to be a monster, and he got his ass whooped by James Storm, who I love. And I want him to be part of a team called the Brother Storm. I want to see that. But seeing this, I don't get it. There's nothing that's helping the story. There's nothing helping Judas. The sinister minister is not getting another partner, is he? What does this give a Judas? I don't know. Many people say, well, it's going to continue to feud. Well, if it was going to continue to feud, maybe James Storm should have done some finagling to win it, because Judas is supposed to be a monster and he got knocked out by one super kick. He should have had three or four super kicks to his face before he folded. Not one. I'm just saying. Kylie Ray had an interview with Killer Frost, which got opted by the Hex because Allison Kay is angry at not Killer Frost. I think I like calling her Killer Frost because she is sexy. Her looks will kill. But Lady Frost interfered in the match when she had against the genocide. She's angry. She asked for a match. She gets a match. Kylie said, what about my match? And she's pretty much, Allison Kay said, this is the match you got. This is getting happen. She's angry, and I'm going like that because it's like she's mad. She walks up to Allison and Lady Frost, says clearly this match is going to happen. And Allison Kay simply says to a Kylie Ray, you want some too? Get in the damn ring. So that was kind of that chaotic type of feel. So we got a triple threat, Allison Kay versus Kylie Ray versus Lady Frost, who I like to call Killer Frost because her looks will kill. She's a damn good looking woman. Yeah. If you don't like Killer Frost, Lady Frost, fine. But to me, and she's a good acrobat. Here's one shot in my face of her she did a cartwheel, jumps into in a very nice, very clean drop kick. I did like it. But here's the thing. Kylie Ray won by tap out on Lady Frost, not Allison Kay. So what exactly are we dealing with here? I am confused. What is this? Is this trying to get Kylie Ray to have a feud with Allison Kay, so Allison Kay will have no choice bring Marty Bell, because Lady Frost now is going to be in the corner of Kylie Ray because Kylie Ray was working with Lady Frost due to the fact that Allison Kay is angry at Lady Frost because of what happened with her in Genocide. And what? Does that make sense to you? Because that didn't make any sense. I don't know where they're going with this. Was this just a random match? Or what? Where are we? Where? I don't know. Let's move on. Now, we had several promo segments. Very quickly, Cradles and Aaron Stevens. Cradles made it clear because he was asked, why are you still with this guy? Why are you still with Aaron Stevens? You would have thought it would be over now. He says, look, as I said last week, I mean what I say. You don't abandon your brother. But then he shoves Aaron Stevens and says, look, I know inside you there is a fire, a rage that needs to come out. Let's make it fair. Let's make it real. You have never fitted in anywhere in Hollywood and wrestling. Hell, even your dad never cared about you. But there is something inside you that I see. And I know you can bring it out. And when the hell you bring it out, we will run shop all over this damn division and take everyone out. But you need to bring that damn thing out now. And there's a shot of him in my face. He is trying so hard to get Aaron Stevens not to turn heel, but to become really... There we go. Sorry, I was dim. Really bring something out in him. I don't think he'll become a heel. Aaron Stevens, because of what's happened to the question mark, I don't think he's going to turn heel for quite a while. Let's be honest. That was his friend. He helped him revitalize himself. And honestly, I don't think he wants to book himself as a heel. But doing this could make him more aggressive, more dangerous. And the question's going to be, by their next pay-per-view, I think it's October 24th. I don't remember the name of it. I might do a review of it. Maybe finally that will come out of him. I think they should do it. I think it should be when he becomes this rage of power, of monstrousness that is controlled like Cradles had suggested. Let's move on. You know what? I think that was the best promo, because when it came to the Hawks, and then when it came to the T crew, which is the Titus crew, they were okay, but they weren't great. So I'm going to skip them because the quarterfinals for the men are still going on. And seeing those promos were not really great. They still have their place. But I want to see what happens next week. If there's no power surge, I want to see where the results of that move on. And particularly what happened with the Pope, what happened with Murdoch, and Murdoch talking about Jack Steen. Not going to explain what was going on with that. I know you saw it, seeing how he wants Jack Steen. But the question is, where does this fallout give next week? So I want to wait until next week. Hopefully I don't forget this. But I'm going to wait until next week and then find out if this means anything or if they're not really booking very well their stories. Finally, Strictly Business. Tom Ladder, they're finished. I think that's the best way to say it. The opening with Camille, making it very clear, look, because she was questioned by Kyle Davis. He said, how do you feel about this situation? And she makes it clear, look, I just know that we are a team. They have arguments. They're family. Tom and Nick are family. These guys know each other for years. They love each other. They're family. They have disagreements. They have disputes. They'll work it out. Flat out. Yeah, she did talk about Melina, but I'm going to leave that because I want to see what happens next week with either her or Melina. But here is the match. The match with Nick and Tim Storm. And oh, you see this image of my face. You see that this was put on the web, not on the website generally, but on YouTube. And it was about Nick Aldis talking about why he got the match with Tim as his partner. He didn't ask for it. This was a Billy Corgan decision because of what happened to Tim and him trying to stop Strictly Business because they went on his behalf, but he didn't tell them to do it. He just wanted a clean fight, and afterward, we be family. And then we got the match. And Tim got his ass whooped more than anything. Yes, they did some healthy wrestling between Tom Latimer and the Nick Aldis, the GOAT of NWA. It was a good match. It wasn't great, but it was good. You got Tim Storm getting his ass whooped and his left knee getting wrecked by the Latimer as well as the Chris Adonis. By the time it was all over, Tom Latimer ate the pin by Nick. He ate it. And you see that things were a little tense. But as you see in my face, when Tom is going to be helped up by Nick, you think, oh, they're going to actually make this cool. And then they will move on to something else. Yes, they could still be heels. No one said that Nick had fully turned heel to face. But, as you know, when it comes to Chris Adonis is as Chris Adonis does. Either he's going to be a face or he's going to be a heel. Straight out, don't give a damn. And he nutshots a Tim Storm who gives a Tom Latimer a hug. Then the Tom Latimer gives a nut shot to a Nick Aldis. They whoop the ass of a Tim Storm. And then they give multiple tear shots to a Nick Aldis. And then 2 pile drivers to Nick Aldis. 3 pile drivers. 2 of them on regular mat. And the third one on the chair. And they're laid out. And as you see in my face, with a Mickie James by his side, they are terrified. That is Tim Storm. There is a Mickie, not Nikki. It made me a little upset to see a Mickie James upset. Yes, she's not one of the greatest actresses. But you know me, I'm a big softie. I get emotional on things sometimes. I am. Let me give it to you like this. If anyone's ever seen Babylon 5, if anyone's ever seen the beginning of Babylon 5, one of the movies, at the very end, when you hear the president of the female telling every pilot that when the Minvari come, they're going to die. That it's over. Kind of like this. We don't expect no one to survive. It's over. That gets me upset because I know if this was real life, every last person that flew, male and female, knew they were going to die. So, seeing Mickie James, even though she's not a great actress, and I have to admit that, it doesn't mean I was crying, but it made me a little emotional because it's something you don't want to see, someone getting totally wrecked. And this is the first time in NWA they went this far with it. Now, mind you, it's not one of the best segments I've ever seen where someone gets completely laid out. What they could have done really bad to make Nick really look good wasn't to do a pile driver on steel chair. It was to do a pile driver on the steel steps going into the ring. That would have gave such a big fear to everyone. Not a chair with a pile driver with your ass landing on it, you Tom Latimer, you bastard. It would be to take Nick outside the ring, pull the ring's steel steps or aluminum steps, it counts on which one they use, and pile drive his ass on that. And he's done. That would give you fear. But was this a good show? It was alright, but the questions I don't get. What's going on with James Storm and Judas? That makes no damn sense. I don't get it. The triple threat for the women, where does that lead? Does that lead to a tag team? Does it lead to a feud? I don't know. What about the triple threat for the men's tag title? Well, there wasn't one. What does this do for the qualifying matches for the tag teams? Does that mean La Rebellion is beating everybody? I don't know. It was okay. It was a good show, but it was an okay good show. Not spectacular. It's like here, middle of the road. This is spectacular. This is shit. Shit. And they're like, here, middle of the road, which is all right. There's nothing wrong with that. You don't have to have bangers every day. Just me. Have a good day. Have a good night. Peace.